Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at the best settings you can use in Vanguard open beta right now, and this will get you ready for the actual game coming out in a month or whatever it is coming out in. So I just decided to get a quick video out and show you the best settings you probably want to use for this game. Let's get into it. Now, this is for people on monitor. I'm just going to get this out of the way. If you're not on the monitor, it doesn't matter to you, but if you have a monitor, you might want to put these on for better frames. I know mine says 86 now, but when I'm in game, it is 190, 180 frames per second, which is a lot. So these are my settings for that. I just want to show you that. If you want better here, put full screen. I have full screen borderless for recording issues and stuff like that. I have G-Sync off, but V-Sync off because my monitor is Alienware and it has that included, so I don't really need it. Unlimited frames is the way I work. Latency for NVIDIA, that's for your graphics card. If you're a PC, you want that enabled. Most of this is fine. And then you can move across to quality. Render resolution always 100. VRAM usage target, half an experiment with that. I've left it. It's always been 90%, so that's all good with me. I put this to medium, put this to medium, put this to high, put this to low. These don't matter. Medium for less. Level of detail is fine. I don't really mind that. Like, it's the same thing here. These are all fine high. They don't affect my RAM usage. Shadow map. Now, if you want to pull down your RAM a bit, this is for PC players. Then bring this down, but I'm okay with high. I have enough RAM to do me loads. Shadow and medium. You can pause and jump through these if you want. Particle light and ultra all the time. That stuff makes stuff look amazing in all games I've ever played. Screen space reflection, so SSR. I really don't need this on. I don't even know why I have it on. I should turn this off. And then I have Filmic SMAA T2X. This is best. And I turned down my Filmic strength to 0 because I'm using that from Warzone. That's just a personal thing. And then if you want to go field of view, I'll go 115 on this. You can go 120 if you want. It's no problem. I could probably just go 120 for more, but I wanted a bit more frames. Big thing to turn off: world motion blur, weapon motion blur, and depth of field. You don't want any of these on. It just makes everything blurry and you cannot see what you're shooting. So turn these off if you have the opportunity. Do not have these on. It's just not good. And guys, I know that you're thinking this is for PC players, but honestly, just plug in a keyboard and you can like spam F3 or look up the buttons to do that. And you can get into these settings if you can't get these yourself. Sometimes they're not available, but once you plug in a keyboard and mouse, it doesn't matter if you're not going to play with it. You just need to get these settings done, then your game will be set for it. So find a keyboard and mouse, plug it into your console, set these settings up, and then your game will be so much better. Audio, guys, to be honest, music is a bit loud, turned down to 50, and dialogue is actually very loud, so I turned that down to 50. They shout like all the time, even when you kill someone, when something happens, when you shoot someone, they're just talking in your ear, and I want to hear footsteps, so I turned this down. On top of that, the hit marker volume is a bit loud, and I want to hear someone on my right or on my left while I'm shooting someone, so that's my logic there. If I'm shooting someone, I don't want to hear these hit markers going off my ears. I want to hear footsteps. I don't really give... I know I'm hitting the guy if I'm hitting the guy, simple as. I don't need to hear it. I turned it to classic. Nothing crazy. After that, this is all just personal preference on settings. That's all cool. We'll move on. So interface, nothing crazy here either. Subtitles, nothing's going to affect your game here. But once again, if you're a monitor, if you're PC, show your FPS counter, show your server, show your latency. You want to see all this stuff. I have it all up in my top left screen. You can probably see it there already. So there you go. Now, moving on to controller. Oh, actually, hang on. Sorry, not controller. HUD elements, meant to say this. Make sure this is square, not round. It always shows more. It's always better. And other than that, I have crosshair bobbing off. So that's when you jump over something and shooting someone, your crosshairs will adjust with the camera. Turn this off. You want your crosshairs to be level all the time. And this is really annoying. I do not like this. If you do it, fair play. You enjoy it. It's more in-game experience. But I don't think it's beneficial to me hitting the target. So at the end of the day, it's for controller players. And this is what we're here for. This is a controller aiming input device. So I run an 8.8 sensitivity. I've dropped this down to 0.8, which is actually making my aim a little bit better. Usually I run like a high 90s to 1 in likes of any bigger games like Warzone and stuff. And I run similar. I run 7.7 on Warzone. So these are no problem to me. This is your best option. I run tactical, so that's crouch with my R3, which is this button right here. So I drop with that. This year is actually offering players to flip. So you can flip your controllers. That means a lot of players find that their response time is better with their RT and their LT. Sorry, in case it depends what you're playing with. But in my case, it'd be RB and LB and RB. And then some people find if you flip them, they have better response times on top. So if you want better response times, sometimes it's better to go that way. But with this controller I have zoned in a trigger discipline, so it's fine. It doesn't matter to me. Then other than that, I think everything's fine. Actually, I will turn this to dynamic because of that's what I'm used to. I was wondering why my aim's a little off. The curve, dynamic curve, is what I've been using in Warzone for a year now, so I'm not going to go off it now. So guys, for controller gameplay, you want to have target aim assist on. Of course, do not turn aim assist off. Jesus, if you are crazy, maybe go for it. It just makes no sense, so don't bother doing it. Anyway, airborne mantle, you want that manual unless you want to be able to like jump over manually, as you can see in the thing automatically. Just jump over them straight away. Sometimes this can be very valuable, so it's up to you. I probably will turn this automatic and test both of them, but for now it's manual. I'm not going to go into it too much. Automatic sprint, automatic tactical sprint's what I have on, so I click it once, I run forward. I run tactical sprint 24/7. I am just running because that's the way I play it. I like to move around quickly. So slide cancels my reload. I have that off because I don't really care. I want to be able to slide and reload at the same time. Don't you? Makes sense. Makes sense to me. Your weapon mount, that is just what you need to do. It's just ADS and press B. That's all it's asking you to do. You can change that if you want. And there's an exit option where you can change how you exit out. It's not a big thing. If you release your aim down sight, does it come off or it stays on? It depends. You press B and that to get away from it, or you just have to press one thing. That's up to you. That's not really a big thing. That's not a big game thing. Your slide, you want that on tap. You want to be able to run and slide and tap. You don't want to hold it. You'll break your analog. It'll just take too much effort on you. Your aim down sights, obviously hold your aim down sights. You don't want to toggle that because you have to keep tapping it. Unless you're used to it, then fair play. Equipment behavior, you want to hold your grenade so it has a bit more time, and then you throw it and it blows up really quickly. That's what that's all about. So you got to be able to hold it rather than toggle it. So that's another thing. Steady aim behavior, this is just like when you press it, like when you have a sniper rifle and you want to like press it to like hold your breath and steady up your aim. That's what that is. So I usually hold rather than toggle, but that has become a big option lately, so I'm not really sure what you want to do there. Tap to reload. Tap is my main thing. I actually didn't look at prioritize. Oh, it gives you options of both. It doesn't really matter. I would probably just go with tap to reload, to be honest, and not prioritize either or. So it's always tap to reload. Prioritize reload used to be a big thing with Warzone, so I can see why that's there. Automatic fire behavior. Press and hold and it just starts shooting automatically. I don't think you want that. So aim assist multiplier, steady aim. This is to do with when you're aiming down like something that has a larger, so let's say a sniper scope or something like that. This depends how fast you want to follow. I usually leave it at 1 because I want to keep up with general play of my speeds. That's the way I work. Dead zone. To be honest, guys, these dead zones are set really high. I say you can put these down, test them. If you don't know how to test dead zone, write in test dead zone on any game. Because what it does is it allows your mouse when you move it to drift, or sorry, your thumb or your analog to drift when you're aiming. So you could be aiming and you just start to drift off. So if you don't think it's set correctly, the best way to do it is go in, move your mouse, or move your controller, see if it moves. If it does, turn it down. Keep doing this, keep repeating it until it doesn't move. Once you move it a little bit and stop, it doesn't move, then you're good to go. That's your best dead zone. It depends on the controller, so look into it yourself, to be honest. That's how you figure that out. Auto move forward, once I told you this already, I turned this off. You do not want this on. It just seems like it's putting me off when I'm trying to shoot people. So guys, they are all the settings. Hopefully they help you very much. Please like the video, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm going to be giving more Vanguard videos in the future, so please hit the subscribe button and I will see you in the next one. See ya.